What is up, guys in Bets Nation? Happy Friday to you all. Andrew Avery here with Gilles Gallant. What does Joe call you? The classiest guy in sports betting?
True class.
And
I won't call you the real ass. I don't think. Joe, I think, owns that moniker pretty well.
I think he does. He wears that very, very well. So yeah, it's us two holding down the fort here today on a Friday to close out the week. Quick reminder, Guys and Bets is off for the next 2 weeks, so today we'll leave you with a cliffhanger ending of some sort and get you ready for season 2.
That would be amazing.
Dexter style. Speaking of murder, been a rough couple days here on the show.
Yeah.
So we got our work cut out for us.
I think we'll be all right. I think Iain's not here today. Not to say that he.
Iain did his NFL pick though.
Good for him.
Yeah.
All right.
We're 2-0 in preseason football.
Oh.
Yeah.
Put that on your LinkedIn profile.
But you've had a good run on the show, actually. Tell the folks.
Don't be bashful.
Tell the folks at home about your run here.
Yeah, so over the last 5 appearances, I've won 6-2 with my MLB picks, so I'm up about 2 to 3 units on that. So if you tailed those, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And I hope you were able to cash in with me. And yeah, we're going to have some more MLB picks today, and I think we're going to be doing pretty well. 4
MLB picks. Gilles has a FIBA pick for you, and I've got a play on today's Liverpool Norwich game. And Jonathan Fernandez, I see you in the chat there talking mess about Tottenham. You might as well cut that out right now.
It's his brother, Jonathan Hernandez.
Let's get started here. You got to play over in the NL East. You got Nats, Mets. What do you like?
Yeah, well, actually, I think we're going to go to Craig in the back.
Oh, right. See, now I'm all screwed up.
I know. We got to go to Craig.
Someone else in the booth.
The other Craig.
Craig, what's going on?
Real mixed bag of rascals putting the show together today.
Yeah.
You screwed this up in the rehearsal, too, which
I know.
is fantastic.
I have short-term memory loss, and I'd appreciate if you didn't.
You're just slowly trying to phase Craig out of the show.
Just happy to be here. As I told you in the rehearsal as well, the chat littered with Premier League talk,
awesome,
which is really exciting. We'll get back to that in a few minutes, but let's keep it going. If you guys have any MLB questions, maybe some NFL stuff, some FIBA for Gilles, lay it on us. Back to you, fellas.
All right, now let's go over to the NL East.
All right.
Nats, Mets.
Okay, yeah, so this was a matchup I had my eye on as soon as I saw the total at 8. I am taking the over between the Nationals and Mets. So normally when Steven Strasburg is on the mound, it's difficult to find reasons to take an over, but when you just look at his last 4 road starts, in those games he had an ERA of 6.26. Only one of those games did he give up less than 3 earned runs. Another factor that supports the over is how good the Mets offense has been lately. In the last 2 weeks, they ranked 4th in home runs, 6th in total runs scored, and total RBI. And if Strasburg even has a decent game, he still has to rely on that leaky Nats bullpen that has been terrible for pretty much most of the season. And most recently, they ranked 27th in ERA at 5.74 over the last 30 days, and that rises to 6.49 over the last 2 weeks. Ninja Marcus Stroman is making his second start with the Mets tonight. Didn't look great in his debut. I think we have to hammer this over.
Yeah, I like that one. And I've got a play on a game involving a pitcher with his new team as well, making his second start, also coming off a rough start.
It's a nice trend.
First things first here, and I'm going to go to the NL Central for the Cubs and the Reds.
Best division in baseball.
It's your favorite one.
The hottest one.
And I'm going to go Cubs money line here, minus 122. And look, it hasn't been the best season for old Yu Darvish.
Who?
But Yu Darvish?
Who?
Come on, man.
Okay, all right.
But I think you just might be coming around here. Since a bad performance against the Braves for his last start in June, Darvish has made 6 starts and tossed 35 2/3 innings and has given up just 11 earned runs. A pretty good turnaround since he allowed 16 in June alone.
He's so hot right now.
Furthermore, in 3 starts against the Reds this year, Cubbies have won 2 of those, and he's coming off 6 innings of 2 hit ball and 0 earned runs in his last starts against Cincy. Trevor Bauer will also be on the bump today, and in 9 innings over his last 2 starts, he's given up 10 earned runs on 16 hits. He was pretty blah in his first start since the trade, which was against Atlanta, 4 2/3, 3 earned runs, not too shabby, but 5-4 loss nonetheless. Should be noted here that Bauer does have some pretty favorable numbers against some of those Cubby bats, so keep that in mind. Finally, even though the Cubs haven't performed too well against the Reds this season and aren't really the safest bet around on the road, they really need to start winning these types of road games here, Gilles, to lock up the NL Central.
100%.
22-33 record away from Wrigley. That's just not good enough. 3.5 games up on the Brew Crew entering today. Darvish does have better numbers away from home, so keep that in mind as well. Odds reflect how close this game could potentially be. But I'm going to take the Cubbies here with a pitcher who is sort of hitting his stride at the right time, frankly.
Yeah, and I mean, if it was maybe Jack Bauer, maybe I would bet on the Reds.
Definitely.
Yeah,
24 units.
100%. Yeah, 100%. So yeah, no, I just since Bowers came over to the Reds, he's kind of struggled a little bit, and he struggled a little bit in his last couple of starts with the Indians as well. So I think it's a good spot to fade him today.
Let's stay in the Central. Buccos at Cardinals.
Another hot NL Central pick.
You love to see it.
I know.
What do you got?
Yeah, so I am taking the Cardinals at -135 against the Pirates today.
Like it.
One of my favorite bets lately has been fading the Pirates, and specifically Chris Archer. Archer has an ERA over 5 in his last 5 starts. It's not a coincidence the Pirates lost each of those games. It's worth noting that 2 of those starts were against the Cardinals. And if Guys in Bets Nation wants to check out the stats, they'll see just how bad the Pirates have been over the last month. They rank in the bottom 5 in almost all major offensive categories like home runs, RBI, batting average, OPS. Since the All-Star break, there are 4-20 straight up in 24 games.
Damn.
And maybe it's the Budweiser or that River City air, but the Cardinals play way better in St. Louis. The Cards are coming off a 5-game losing streak on the road, but they won 9 of 14 games since the All-Star break at New Busch Stadium. They've also won 5 straight against the Pirates. Dakota Hudson's pitching for the Cards. He shut the Pirates down when he faced them 2 weeks ago. I mean, at -135, I have to keep fading the Pirates at this price.
For sure. Honestly, this is probably my favorite of the 4 MLB picks. You get to it quicker. Love this pick. Good value there on the Redbirds. I also like this pick as well over in the NL West. We got the D-backs at the Dodgers. And I'm going to go Dodgers run line here. So -1.5 plus 115. Walker Buehler on the bump today, and he's obviously putting together a very, very good season. 3.22 ERA, 1.00 whip. Plus, man, he's coming off a brilliant start against the Padres. Complete game, 5-hit, 15K performance with a 4-1 win against the Friars in that game. Also, 3 starts against the D-backs this season. Dodgers have won all 3, but bear in mind, only one of those was by 2 runs, which was a 3-1 win back on July 3rd. Still, take my chances here with Buehler on the run line. Another reason here I'm taking my chances, because the Dodgers are going for their 6th win in a row, Gilles. They are going streaking. The Dodgers have won 5 straight entering tonight's game. They've outscored their opponents 28-13 in those games.
Get to the quad.
10 of those runs have come against the Padres in an 11-10 win, so they're doing a really, really good job. So 28-13 in 5 games, adding to the best run differential in Major League Baseball at plus 183 runs. Best in the bigs. As I said, they've been doing a great job of adding to that recently. Dodgers played well against the D-backs this season. And even though the money line price is -188, which still, even though it's chalky, I do kind of like. I still might play that one as well. I am going to get greedy here from my main play and take the run line here with the Dodgers over there in the NL West.
Well, when you get the front runner for NL Cy Young at plus money on a -1.5 for a team that is just destroying opposing pitchers, you almost have to take it. It's similar to what I would do with Clayton Kershaw or Verlander or Strasburg.
Yeah.
Strasburg, not so much, sorry. But yeah, I think this is a good pick.
Yeah, absolutely. You've been covering a lot of FIBA this summer, with the tournament starting, September next month?
Either August 31st or, August 31st, not September 1st, yeah.
And where is that? China?
It would be.
It's in China. And you have a nice little look at a futures bet here. What do you got?
Yeah, so previously on the show, I gave out a pick of taking the field versus the USA at plus 300. So, and I've been kind of dumping on the US team for a few weeks now. And but today, I'm going to give you my favorite pick to win the FIBA Championships, and that is Greece at plus 2,000. So here's why. In a tournament where players are dropping out across the board for every country, Greece still has the best player in Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Greek Freak is the first reigning NBA MVP to compete in the tourney. He should be his dominant self. I don't think I need to explain to you who Giannis is. And when looking over Greece's roster, it's littered with high-end professionals that play in the Greek League and some that played in the NBA. Guys like Nick Kalathis, Tyler Dorsey, Georgios Papagiannis, and the rest all play in the Greek League, which is a very competitive league in Europe. And the final reason why I'm on Greece is just the value. At 20-1, you are not going to find a team that has this type of talent and this type of payout. Serbia was my initial pick, but I think they have some weaknesses, and their odds are now down to plus 350 at my book after opening up around plus 650, plus 700. I already have the field covered, as I said, so if Serbia wins, I'm going to be set there. But how can you not take Greece in the spot? Giannis and his brothers are on the team. There's going to be no offensive basket interference. There's going to be tip dunks all day. They are going to wreak havoc. They are in a very easy group. Greece at 20-1. Great value.
Yeah, I like the point you made there without the basket interference there, especially with a guy named Giannis hanging around the rim and able to, tip those in.
The guy who can
with
literally
ease.
do 2 strides from half court and dunk the ball.
But yeah, Greece 20-1. I like Serbia as well, though. Like Jokic is one of my favorite players in the league.
If I didn't already have the field, Serbia would be my pick if I had to pick a team. But just the fact that I've already got the field at plus 300, you could still get it at plus 240 at some of the books that I was looking at. So the fact that I've already got it covered, I just wanted to get a little more value with Greece at 20-1.
Sure, and to pile on the Team USA as well.
Yeah, I've been a little I've been piling on. I can't really describe it any other way.
Well, Premier League starts today here, Gilles. Full weekend of games, 9 games on the docket Saturday, Sunday. But as always, it kicks off today with Liverpool against Norwich at Anfield here. And, when you've got a title contender against a newly promoted team, going to be tough to find some value. So, scoured the board here. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go Liverpool first half -1 at -115 here. Norwich couldn't really get a tougher game to start the Premier League season. Liverpool unbeaten at home in their last 38 games in the league. Last season, the Reds won 17, had 2 draws, obviously, scored a whopping 55 goals and conceded just 10 at home. The 55 goals was the second most behind City's 57, and the 10 goals conceded was a league low. Norwich is just going to be completely overmatched here in a hostile environment at Anfield. Now, against promoted teams last season, Liverpool won all 6, outscored those teams 14-2, and they were winning at half in 5 of those 6 games. Now, while comparing last season's promoted teams like Wolves, Cardiff, and Fulham to this season's promoted teams like Norwich should not, I repeat, not be the sole basis of your capping. Obviously, these are different teams, but it just gives you a good indicator as to how Liverpool treats the new boys in the league. Finally, adding to all that, to close out last season, Liverpool had been winning at both halftime and full time in 6 of their last 7 games at Anfield. So they basically just get the job done, and especially at home. Now look, Liverpool is -700 in 1x2 markets, and they're even -215 to win the first half on the money line there. So it's tough to find value, like I said, for a title contender against a promoted team. So that's why I'm going to hitch my wagon to Liverpool -1 in the first half at even money. Plus, even if they finish the half up 1-0, we get a push. And Gilles, in my book, a push is a win.
Push it real good.
That's right. That leads us into our poll question today here on Guys and Bets, which is, who are you betting on to win the English Premier League? And we've got Manchester City, 36%, Liverpool, 40%, and other at 24%. Kind of like that, Liverpool plus 260, Man City, gonna be tough, obviously. Liverpool plus 260, good value there. I guarantee you 22 or 23% of the other 24% for Tottenham.
Was that just you and Rob Trites voting over and over again with your burner accounts?
Burner accounts, yeah. Me, Trites, and Kevin Durant getting in on those burner accounts. Craig, what's going on in the back?
What up?
Yo, very, very busy in here. I like it because I'm a Premier League guy, so there's lots of Premier League chat.
Yep.
Some questions about CFL and tennis that I'm not sure you guys are prepared to field, so I told them to go ahead and harass some of our other folks on Twitter for that. One I like here, Ninja, from our boy Nick Shields. Thoughts on... where'd it go now? Oh, yeah. MCU and Liverpool to finish 1-2 at plus 110. Also, if you get City, Liverpool, Tottenham at 1-2-3 plus 500.
Ooh, I like that one.
I wonder if that's any order. If it's any combination of City, Liverpool, and Tottenham at 5-1, I like that bet a lot.
I think that's an exact order. I think that has to be an exact order.
If it's exact order, I don't hate it. You might as well kick the tires on that. It's a coin flip between City and Liverpool to win the league for me. I like the fact that City added a midfielder like Rodri into the mix from Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
But yeah, the other of the big six, the Man United, Chelsea, and Arsenals, I can't really see them cracking into that top three, especially Chelsea with the transfer ban.
How dare you?
And United not really getting anything done. Yeah, I'd sprinkle a little bit on that for sure.
I tend to agree.
Yeah.
Throw another wrinkle, and I guess you kind of answered this one too. Can anybody actually crack that second place spot? Is anybody going to unseed Liverpool or City to get into that 2 spot?
I hate to be Homer here, but I think Tottenham is the one that can do it. They added Ndombele, they added Lo Celso to the mix. They look pretty good, arguably.
Does Spurs
the best coach in the league?
Does their depth concern you at all? A lot of footy for them to play this year.
I don't trust Spurs.
Striker depth and fullback depth for sure. Right back is going to be a problem position. Good betting spot to look at for any attacking teams that have strong wing play down the left.
Because it's not if, it's when Harry Kane goes down.
It's true, and Harry Kane is going to be injured, but right back is going to be a problem spot for Tottenham. But I think they have the talent overall to combat that.
Yeah, I'd probably just stick with the Liverpool to win the Premiership over Man City. I think it'll be tough, but I think right now at minus 200 to take a team like that with the full season ahead of you, I think that's a waste of money to bet.
Yeah.
I could go on and on with a lot of this Prem stuff, but just one more. And Ninja, we spoke about this a little earlier today or yesterday, I believe it was, but the relegation odds.
Yeah.
I think our boy Jonathan Fernandez, he is hyped. As well as we are.
Yeah.
He likes Brighton at plus 175, and I absolutely love that.
So, shameless plug. I posted my top 20 future bets for all 20 Premier League teams. I tweeted that out. Check that out on oddshark.com. But yeah, Brighton plus 175, I like to go down. I like Burnley to potentially go down as well. They have been regressing ever since they finished, seventh a couple seasons ago.
Burnley Sanders?
Feel the burn?
Yeah.
And probably Sheffield United. I sort of like Villa and Norwich to perhaps stay up. But yeah, Brighton definitely on my list. And that was actually my pick for my Brighton futures bet was for Brighton to go back to the championship. You have any picks this weekend, Craig, before we sign off?
Oh, man. I'm like you. I was digging around a little bit this morning, taking a look. I love your Liverpool pick. I will take, I think, Arsenal money line, which isn't too bad. They're at St. James, but without Rafa Benitez around Newcastle anymore, I think that team is going to look a lot different, and they're certainly not going to be as good defensively. But yeah, I'm just excited. I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah,
Speaking of being happy to be here, Jonathan Fernandez, I believe it was Jonathan, and I apologize if it was wannabe. This is way back there. Likes a Carlsberg with his Prem action. I know you like a Boddington's with your Prem action.
Yep.
I like a Fuller's ESB. Gilles, what do you like for a brew when you're watching the Prem?
Well, that would require me to watch the Prem. But then if I was to watch the Prem, I would probably just go with a normal, I don't know, the Pepsi of beers kind of thing, like a Heineken or something.
Like a Bud Light?
Yeah, a Girls Light, more like it.
God, no Bud Light, please. Yeah, let's continue on here.
Yep. That is all the time we have for you fine folks today. Thank you so much for joining us. And don't forget that Liverpool-Norwich game starts at 3 Eastern, I believe. So if you want to get your bet in that and tail me or fade me, you'll want to get that in soon. Thanks so much for watching. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button. Follow Jill on Twitter at GDAWG5000 and me at Chalk_Ninja. Best of luck with your bets tonight and through the weekend. Enjoy the 2 weeks off from us. You don't get to see our faces anymore, which is a great thing for you. And we'll see you on the 26th. Thanks for watching.
Cheers.